Hello students, you are welcome to study session 4 of the darling course SS208 cellular pathology. In this session, we are going to have a look at effects of disease on organs in the body. When you say an organ is affected by a disease, organ itself becomes diseased, meaning that there is no way it could be able to perform statutory role known with that organ, and then individual will feel some deficiency based on that disease affecting the organ. But in some areas where they are bound seriously with their cultural belief on the cause of disease, they believe that these diseases are caused by evil or satanic agents, so to say. And instead of them seeking medical help, they start looking for those who will help them to appease to their small gods or their ancestors to ward off this evil from them. But let me say, knowledge has given us the nod that microorganisms that cause diseases are known as pathogens and include varieties of bacteria, viruses, protozoa, and fungi. In this study session, of course, we are going to look at the concept called diseases and to look at the effect of diseases on every organ in the body. When you are through with this study session, to be able to describe the concept of diseases, to explain how it affects human system and its effect on the system. When we talk of disease, many of you we understand the fact that more broadly people refer to disease as condition that will cause pain, dysfunction, distress, social problems, or death to the person afflicted. But in a nutshell, disease is a particular abnormal pathological condition that affects parts or whole of an organism. It is often construed as a medical condition that is associated with specific symptoms and signs. It may be caused by factors originally from external source to the individual, such as infectious agents, or it may be due to internal dysfunction, such as autoimmune disease. Diseases that affect human systems are numerous, and we tag them based on the organs in the body that are affected. We have circulatory diseases which affect the blood, which affect the heart, and also the blood vessels. We have digestive diseases too, which affect the digestive system. Reproductive, endocrine, neurological, skeletal, and muscular. They are all variety forms of diseases that we have in the body. Sources of these diseases may be genetic in nature. These are due to the fact that bacteria or virus have infected somebody. It's the way that one is not properly nutrient. That is, there is poor nutrition. And then this disease may be classified as being contagious or non-contagious, depending on whether one can become infectious. That is, you can infect others around you. If you can, it becomes contagious. If it is not, it becomes non-contagious. Some of the diseases are also gender related. If somebody says there is a prostatic tumor, you don't say is he a male or female, because no female can have prostate gland. If someone say someone has menstrual pain, you can't say is he a male or female, because you know menstrual pain is experienced by only female who menstruates. Now, if you look at this, you see have what they call age-related diseases. Somebody who has senile dementia means that it's an aged, and that dementia is due to the age of that individual. Now we look at the organs one after the other. When we talk of cardiovascular disease, we are talking of those diseases of the heart. It affects the heart and blood vessels. It also affects the blood vessels that supply major organs in the body. The causes of this disease are numerous. They are diverse, but most especially there are two major causes of these cardiovascular diseases. The first one is called atherosclerosis. That is when atheroma deposits into the wall of blood vessels, which will not allow adequate blood flow to vital organs in the body, as well as hypertension. This is abnormal and consistent increase in blood pressure. So these are the problems we have with cardiovascular diseases. Let me say before I leave here that they could be caused either by modifiable risk factors or non-modifiable risk factors. Risk factors are those things that can predispose you to developing that disease. Somebody who has modifiable risk factors could be someone who is obese, because you can control your weight. Somebody who is smoking cigarette can control the cigarette. Somebody who has sedentary type of life that can sit down from morning till evening can control that. However, they are modifiable risk factors. But then you have those that cannot be modified, like age, the tribe you come from, there's any disease in that tribe. You can talk of your sex. It cannot be modified because you're either born male or female. Then we talk of digestive system too. Most of these systems, they affect the organs of digestion from the mucous membrane of the mouth or of the cheeks until you go to the entire mucous membrane that line the gut. So when they cause the problem will affect normal functioning ability of the digestive system and all its accessory organs like liver and the pancreas. Autoimmune diseases are those diseases that develop when your immune system, which defend your body against disease, now starts seeing the healthy cells in your body as antigen and will now start attacking them. And that one will cause autoimmune diseases. This involves some diseases like rheumatoid arthritis, systemic lupus erythematosus, multiple sclerosis, vitiligo, and scleroderma. They are those diseases that can be autoimmune in nature because it is the body immune system that is now fighting normal body cells. We start to destroy them until they start producing signs of diseases. Also, the reproductive system has its own disease too. They are infections that affect the reproductive tract. For female, it can be either upper reproductive tract, where you have fallopian tube, ovary, and uterus. It could be lower, especially reproductive tract, which could be vagina, cervix, and vulva. For male, this infection may affect the penis, testicles, urethra, and vas deferens. They are diseases of the reproductive system. This infection of the reproductive system could be seen in three basic ways. Are they endogenous infection? Are they those that are introduced to one's life during hospitalization when they are carrying out some invasive procedure on that individual? Or is it the one that is contacted through sexual intercourse? So we call some endogenous infection because these organisms are found in the body of that host but might be normal flora. When condition becomes inappropriate or abnormal, what will happen is that they become pathogenic and they invade the tissue of their host, causing infection. Pathogenic is caused by invasive procedure being carried out on the patient in the hospital, and that one will now cause infection. For example, you may pass catheter, you may want to do some procedures like MVA, and that one will introduce infection to the reproductive tract. That one is pathogenic infection. But it could also be sexually transmitted diseases or infection, whereby one has contracted disease through sexual intercourse. You still have endocrine disease too. This is caused by abnormal secretion of hormone, which may be hyper or hyposecretion, and the effect will be shown based on the function of that hormone. Many of these are formed in hypertoxicosis. You can find in diabetes mellitus, can be found in others like hyperactivities that you have when some hormones are abnormally secreted, like adrenaline hormone. Then we talk of those of neurological in nature. Let me say here that there are more than 100 neurologic diseases worldwide, but major types of them include those caused by faulty genes, genes that are very faulty right from birth, like you have in case of muscular dystrophy. Some may affect the neurologic system during developmental stages like spinal bifida. Some of them will affect when one has grown old. We call it degenerative disease. So this brain, spinal cord and nerves make up the nervous system. Together they control all the workings of the body. When something goes wrong with a part of the nervous system, you can have trouble in moving, in speaking, swallowing, breathing, or learning. You have problem with your memory, senses, or mood. Now we talk of the disease of excretory system. Any malfunction of this system results in waste products circulating all over the body and causing problem to the entire body. So in this regard, it shows that when kidney cannot perform its excretory function again, the waste material that will be excreted will be retained by the body, will now be circulating around the body and start causing problem because they are poisonous in nature. They are poisonous in nature. So that is why you will have to ensure that this microorganism do not have input in your life. And with that, we come to the end of this session. When next we meet to discuss more issues on this darling topic or course NSC 208. I thank you all for listening and I wish you success. Thank you.